Oh fuck! I dropped my monitor. Anyway, hey, how you guys doing? What's good? Uh, my 16 monitors. Oh, fire! Oh, shit! Oh, man, how disappointing. I'm pulling apart at the seams. Anyway, guys, if so, honestly, if you are deaf, that honestly adds to the disappointment and such.
My mic was muted.
You better put that shit
It's staying
in the
in.
goddamn bloopers.
It's staying in. Take
You
two
better
on the
put that
intro.
in.
Take two on the intro.
Okay,
Fuck.
okay.
No, don't worry. We got the 16 monitors part.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Disappointing Podcast. We're here being very disappointing already. This
Okay,
isn't
so
intentional.
I imagine you're gonna put that at the end, but basically what had happened, dear listeners out there, is Dino here was like we're doing the intro like, oh, welcome to the Disappointing Podcast, and he muted his mic by accident for I don't know how long. So already we are off to a splendid start. How did we get here?
You wanna know what happened?
I'm actually really curious.
I muted my mic so that I could record audio from a game to use in video. So I muted my mic so you couldn't hear me like drinking my water or anything while I was recording it.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
So,
Well, we're good now?
we're good.
Please
Yeah, we're
roll
fine.
it up? Okay.
Okay.
It's still muted. It's like,
Can you guys hear me?
yo, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Do we want to redo the intro or just roll with it?
Fuck it. We're already failing this badly. Might as well keep it going.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's been
so-
2.5 minutes. Let's just get into it. So Liam,
yeah, if y'all are new to the Disappointing Podcast, we are two guys, soon to be some more guys and or girls, maybe women. Oh, not clickbait. Women. Real. And we just talk about whatever the fuck our sleep deprived, oxygen deprived brains think of at the current moment.
I live in
Well,
Colorado.
you live in
I'm
a
always
bunker.
oxygen deprived.
I live in a bunker, so you know it kind of fit. Actually, wait, hold on. As I said that, a very loud plane is flying overhead. Wait.
That's fine. It's fine. Anyway,
I knew I had this bunker for a reason.
anyway, so real quick before we start, I'd like to apologize on behalf of everyone who is involved with How to Give You 7 for the fact that it's not released yet. The holidays hit, and then everyone wasn't available to record.
It got rough.
As soon as Thanksgiving came, no one was available.
Which is perfectly 2022 of the season.
Yeah.
And now 2023.
Welcome to 2023.
I hope things are still going well by the time this gets uploaded.
This should be uploaded tomorrow, so if a bomb falls by tomorrow, that's just telling.
That's just Apollo giving me the gift of prophecy accidentally.
Yeah. But as you just heard from Liam, we are going to be moving the podcast to not just this channel, but to our group channel that we are now hosting cooperatively, which is called Team Makrov. And you may remember the Makrov network when that was still a thing. Before I brutally nuked it within the past 3 months. Go subscribe to Team Makrov. It'll be in the description, where these will be keep being uploaded, but probably not here anymore.
That being said, though, how you doing? How you feeling? Like, how's 2023 been treating you so far?
It's hot in here.
Yeah, actually, honestly, same. I don't know how it's hot over there, because I heard, Colorado, winter time.
I am going to be honest with you, okay? Right now, it is like super goddamn hot in here. It is like 90 degrees in here, but it's negative 12 outside. I gotta go open my window. Liam, show us the topic while I open the window.
Right, okay. So, basically, what we've been thinking of talking about is the topic of horror.
Spooky.
Specifically, like, just whatever we can think of, because I've been, like, I don't know, I've been on a bit of a horror craze recently. Not so much craze as it is just, like, a little bit of a little binge every now and again.
Yeah,
sometimes...
I mean, everyone loves to get a good bit of horror in their lives.
Now, I don't mean horror as in, like, just, like, a spooky, scary movie or something like that. Like, I started to, like, explore stuff, like, I mean, from the old creepypastas to the analog horror series to, like, even the, you know, those so bad they're good horror movies, and, like, now getting to some psychological stuff. It's interesting, but, I mean, there's also some, like, issues with it, of course. I mean, yeah. I heard so many young kids have, like, watched It, like, Chapter 2.
Yeah.
I think the whole It series, but, like, I don't know, that concept is baffling to me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. Also, I'm gonna do something. Since we're going down more of the spooky route, I'm gonna change up the jazz.
This ain't a time for normal jazz, it's a time for...
No, we can't play that jazz. That jazz is copyrighted.
Fuck. I mean, don't worry about that.
Oh, we don't have a cult on the side, I swear. Anyway. We have noir background music.
Okay.
Let me turn this up and... There you go.
Yeah. So, anyway. With that out of the way, I've always been to ask you, actually, what's your actually a favorite type of horror? Do you have, like, a specific genre, like subgenre of horror?
Oh,
like,
my favorite
type like some
of
sort of
horror?
scene type, like a trope you like? Yeah, just anything, like what you prefer.
So, in general, my favorite type of horror, or favorite scene-ish in horror, and I've told you about this before, is, like, chases. Those are always my favorite. Whether it's in a video game, you can attest from me playing Primal Carnage, I love being chased by the tyrants because it's the scariest thing ever. Having douche, douche, douche behind you as you're trying to get to cover.
I personally like the trope of, like, when you can hear something but you cannot see something. So you can hear something that's steadily getting a little louder, but you don't know where it is. And, like, to me, that is primally terrifying. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that reverts to, like, primal instincts of, like, me no see predator.
I think mine also follows the same route of me being chased by predator must run.
I mean, true. That's also, like, you know, very. That's like the oldest instinct we have. But yeah. What do you think's more terrifying, like being chased by something, or like hearing the sound of something getting closer but you can't see it? So, like, it could be something, you know, non-threatening passing you by, or it could be like something very stealthy coming through your ass.
Here's how I see it, okay? On one hand, you have, like what I'm talking about, right? Where you have monster behind you, it's chasing you. That's scary in its own way, but then you have the subtle horror of something looming in the darkness. Usually those lead up to a jump scare, if we're going to be quite honest with you. Like, most of the time when you hear that, it's like, boo! Jump scare, 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
I think being
going
chased by something gives you more creativity in how you show what's happening and how things play out. Because, like, you know, in, like, the stereotypical chase scene, it's like, throw this bookcase over, and then they're like, excuse me. Not that. They don't burp on the run.
They're just very polite, like, oh, excuse me, sorry.
Anyway, they like throw down a bookcase or something.
Yeah.
Or you're able to do like a slick move and then get out of the way of the monster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Without human wit, you wouldn't be able to escape it, basically.
And I gotta be honest, like, I don't know why, like, something in the back of my brain loves it when there's like an ingenious solution to a horror movie problem that isn't like stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, there was this movie that my partner showed me. It was called You're Next. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I have not.
Okay, so basically, like, basic plot synopsis, some, like, family goes away for, like, a family reunion in, like, I think some snowy place. I don't know where, I think it's somewhere in America. But basically, while they're there having a nice dinner, it's a fucking huge dinner, I must say. Completely random, but, like, there was like a 30-foot table all filled with various food, and it's like, this is 10 people max. Who needs this much? It's like $400 worth.
Big fat man.
They weren't even fat, that's the thing.
No,
Anyway,
just one big fat man, like, in the back.
It's the director.
It's him.
It's like, what, did we do something wrong? No, I'm just hungry. Anyway.
This is not an insult to the director.
Yeah, he's probably a good guy.
I don't even know him.
Anyway, as that's going on, wham! 3 masked assailants appear. Well, they don't appear. Basically, like a crossbow bolt fucking snipes some hipster dude man guy.
Not the hipster dude man guy.
Yeah, he was the. I mean, not. It was technically the first one to die if we don't count the. You know how all horror movies have like the other couple that's in like the, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
You know they're gonna die, and they die, and ooh,
yeah,
cut title card. But anyway, so anyway, the catch is with this horror movie is that the woman, like the main character, is like a survivalist who's like trained in survivalist camps and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And she's pretty epic, you know? She does some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, she comes up with some pretty cool things. I won't spoil it for people who want to watch it, but I do recommend watching. It's really cool. And the trap they had traps they have set up, they're actually pretty fun. Anyway, long story short, me like good trap, make brain go yes, good.
Yeah, a good trap is always nice in a horror movie, or even Scooby-Doo, but you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can see how that's entertaining.
Yeah. I also kind of like creative kills. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, creative kills are always the best.
Yeah. Actually, how about this? Both of us, we'll try and recall what's both of our like favorite kills in horror.
In horror, in
game,
general?
Series, franchise, whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay. I have to think about that for a second.
Actually,
You kind of proposed that a bit too quick.
Yeah, actually, now I thought about it. Fuck.
You son of a
now
bitch. Quickly, Liam, stall for me.
Right. I mean, I don't even have mine, but like, I'll talk about one that I find really nuts. It's not so much a kill, but like, okay, there's a scene in Dead Space 2. You probably all heard of it, so I'm going to talk about it, but it's called the needle in the eye scene, and it's pretty much exactly what you expect, okay? So because of plot, Isaac has to get into a machine that's supposed to stick a needle in his eye. Like, don't ask why. Play the game yourself if you want to really know. Play Dead Space 1 first, but like, you get it,
Yeah.
And it's interactive, and basically you have to get it right in the pupil.
Yep.
And if you fail, it's a bad way to go, is all I'll say.
Yeah, I've seen
But
it.
the thing is, the closer it goes, like, yeah, the more erratic the pupil gets, so you have to, like, go to, like, stop fucking struggling, please.
Stop struggling!
It's like, it's entirely understandable, but please stop. I don't want to do the thing.
Okay. I just got mine. It's not like my most favorite ever, but it's like pretty up there, especially considering the medium that it's in.
I have two. You go first.
So
you can have multiple.
Yeah, I mean,
tied for
this most definitely isn't my most favorite kill ever, but it is up there with the amount of time that we have for a podcast episode, and also the amount of space that we have to fill up with talking. So, in Dead by Daylight, great game, fun stuff. Every kill is brutal and nasty and all that fun, juicy stuff. But, quite honestly, I think my favorite kills out of Dead by Daylight, because I realized I have a second,
Alright, yeah.
are the Deathslinger's Mori and Wesker's Mori.
I mean, I know Wesker's. Deathslingers, I am not. I can't remember it.
So basically, Deathslinger shoves a knife into the survivor's back, the bayonet affixed to the end of his gun.
Yep.
He pulls them up, holds them up in the air, and as they're sitting on the edge of his gun, you see them, struggling a little bit, and then he pulls the trigger, and the spear comes out of their mouth. The harpoon of the spear comes out of their mouth.
Oh yeah, that's a rough way to go.
And then he kicks them off his bayonet and rolls it back in.
That's pretty. You want to describe Wesker's for those who don't know?
Alright, so Wesker's, Deathslingers is obviously my favorite, but Wesker is close behind. Wesker's is, you're on the ground, you get up, and then your survivor has their one burst of courage in any of these Mori animations and socks Wesker in the face. It does nothing. It just knocks his sunglasses off.
It literally just sort of goes to the side a little bit, just okay.
Let's finish this. And then he socks the survivor. Survivor's on the ground. He then gets his weird tentacles, plants them in the ground, and then... what?
Didn't he chokehold them?
No, he didn't chokehold them. Oh, well, yeah, huh. He grabs them, punches them, then while they're on the ground, he sends his tentacles into the ground that are leech covered, but whatever. And then they tear apart the survivor from the inside, and then as he puts his sunglasses back on, it zooms out, and then you see one of the leeches sucking on the survivor's eye and shit, while the rest are eating the rest of the survivor. It's very gross.
It's fucking wild.
I hope I hope both of those came on screen when I described them. That would have been nice.
Editing, you do that. Good, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the Deathslinger Mori so you remember.
Alright, make sure to credit the sources.
Why would I need to credit the sources?
Sometimes YouTube channels get stickly about that. I don't know why. Anyway. Yeah, I got two for mine. One from a game, one from a movie. I don't know whether this counts as a horror movie. But there was one from, have you ever seen Mandy?
No.
Okay, well, yeah, it's fair enough. It's slightly weird. But Nick Cage is in it. Of all people, Nicolas Cage.
Whoa, Nicolas Cage.
And, well, the thing is, he actually plays it really well. And the thing about Mandy's, it's fucking nuts. I again recommend watching it. But basically, I think it's late way through the movie, when the main character's gone through the biggest drug trip he's ever had in his goddamn life. He finds this like biker. It's like this really nuts looking Mad Max-esque death biker person. And they have like this I think they have like a sword fight or some shit. He's got like this battle axe thing, and I think the other guy's got like this machete, some shit. They have a bit of a battle.
Duel of Fates shit, you know.
Yeah. I should have mentioned. Fuck, my bad. I should have mentioned before this. Nick Cage pierces their throat with a crossbow, and the guy just looks down and pulls it out.
Yo, wait a minute.
He's just like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I should mention these bikers are on some wild shit. I don't know what's up with them.
Mr. Witter, pass me the Meti.
He just looks down like, bish. But, yeah. Eventually, sometime in that, the biker catches on fire and, like, I think says to the main character, I can't remember his name, I think it's Red or some shit, it's like, she's still burning, because, sometime in the movie, I think it's either girlfriend or wife, not sure what, but ends up fucking burning to death.
Tragic.
Pretty metal. Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. But the guy like cuts his head off with the battle axe after like a deafening raw thing, and as it's rolling and that, he lights a cigarette on the fucking flaming head.
Whoa.
Which is metal as fuck.
God damn.
Yeah, that is probably one of my favorites. And the second one has to come from a well, it's tied between two, but I'm gonna choose. Basically, have you ever heard of what's it called? Oh no, wait, that's not the right one. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different. What was it from? Fuck. Oh, hold on. Stop the music.
Stop the music.
No,
Stop the jazz. I can.
whatever. Don't worry. I'll just do the second one. Okay. So, in Outlast 2, do you remember those two guys that were plagued pretty badly?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the kills they do, if they catch you and that sort of stuff, is like, the guy, like the big guy, the big guy holds you up, the little guy, like, shoots an arrow into your throat, and as you're, like, bleeding out, the big guy breaks your neck.
Oh. That's
which is pretty good.
Tasty.
Ain't even get no bleed out time, it's great. Oh, that was it. Fuck, it was, yeah. No, never mind. Don't worry. But, anyway. Creative kills, good. Oh, well.
I love how we're just talking about murder so casually.
Hey, it's the podcast, baby. It's what we do.
Welcome to the church. I mean,
Your podcast.
I mean the Disappointing podcast.
Don't worry about it.
Do you think I figured it out?
No.
Okay, I got
The thing about horror is it doesn't always have to be, about death, like life or death.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can just be some like existential stuff. I've recently seen this quote unquote documentary. It's analog horror-esque, but also a little different. Well, yeah. I mean, it's definitely you can see the inspiration. That sort of stuff. I think I actually have it. It's called where is it? There it is. Vita Carceri. Living Meat documentary.
Living Meat.
And basically, it's like this. It's like a classification guide of like all these different creatures and entities and that sort of stuff. And it's really interesting. I like it. the first two are like, the first two of them start out like kind of normal. Well, not normal, but like, they're like, okay, I could definitely live with these creatures. These are fine. And then you get to like the third beyond. That's like, okay, I feel like government should step in here. And like I like that because there's no real active like there's a few threats of death in that, but it's not like the main focus. It's more just like the entities themselves and the idea of like what the hell are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I like that sort of horror, existentialism, and like unknown. It's good.
Horror that doesn't have to do with death, to me, would be like psychological horror. That shit's good.
That's also pretty. Yeah. I like the stuff in Outlast 2 where you kind of switch back and forth. Though sometimes the psychological parts are a bit like dull. Well, not dull, but like more like a little jarring, I suppose.
Yeah, like there's like these haunted maps, haunted quote unquote, on Gmod, where it's like they put random black figures on the map in random places, right? So that if you play on it with your friends, they're gonna think, oh, it's just the normal map. All right. And then they see the black figure. And then it's like, guys, did you see that? See what? There's just a black figure here. Man, you're on crack or something. That's probably just Joey.
Yeah, classic Joey, am I right, gamers?
Literal shadow man. Wait a minute. Anyway. And then there's like, it's not just like, cooperative psychological horror like on Gmod where it's like everyone's in on the joke except for one guy. But there's also like full-on games like for example, spoilers if you haven't seen it, it's a 5-year-old game, but Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah.
That fucked me up. I'm gonna be real with you.
The fourth rule break is done real well there.
Yeah, and also like,
I knew from the get-go it was like gonna be bad. It's gonna be like a horror thing, but like I thought the horror essence of it was gonna be like, this girl turns out to be fucking crazy. Wish I was a third right, I guess.
a fourth right.
Well, no. Well, actually, half right.
Actually, half right.
Yeah.
Unless we want to go with the idea that they're all crazy.
Well, no. What was it? Fucking pink-haired Natsuki. That's the one. She was chill. Huh?
Wasn't there like a scene where like
she was just kind of a prick?
Tsunderes are crazy though. Let's be honest.
I always thought she was like too young and that stuff. So I was like,
I thought she was a senior like everyone else.
I thought she was a fucking freshman. I was just
Hold
like,
on.
okay, what would I choose?
I'm pretty sure she was also a senior. Hold on.
I don't doubt I'm wrong. It's just a general like first time I ever like played was like, why would I? Nah.
All right. Yuri is 18, Monika's 19, Natsuki is 17, and Sayori is 16. At least that's what I saw from the first result.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's 18. I immediately scroll down one and I see 18, and it's like the official wiki.
Huh.
Everyone's 18, so there's no legal troubles. She's just 4'11".
God damn, tiny boy.
Tiny boy.
What a boy, but yeah. Yeah, I like those things, like those like fucks with your game files and that stuff a little bit.
Yeah, and also the way that you end it was really cool.
Yeah. Go into the files and be like, alright, no, we ain't having this shit.
no more.
Get your ass out of here.
This is what you get for literally making my favorite girl stab herself in the heart.
And then deleting the others. Just like, okay, well, okay.
Yeah.
I still don't understand her poem, by the way.
Which one?
Yuri's.
Oh, Yuri's?
Ah, it's kind of weird to me.
There's like 3 that Yuri made.
Pretty much all of them.
Okay, every single one. I could derive general meanings. That's about it. Her brain is beyond mine, and that's why I like her.
The last poem is just 100101101.
Exactly.
It's like, man, this go hard, bro.
Man, this goes hard as fuck.
I remember, like, I used to go on Netflix for all my horror stuff, and they honestly had some pretty good stuff.
Real quick, Liam. You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
I rarely ever actually watch horror.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, the last horror thing that I watched was The Walton Files with you.
Oh.
Which
that was interesting.
That was a fun series to watch. Oh god.
Yeah.
The Buzu one haunted my dreams for a couple nights.
Yeah, that one was nuts.
I didn't sleep with the lights on, but I did have my knife next to my head.
Just in case three ghosts visited you.
Bro, I will take them down like it is Vietnam.
Look, if it ever comes, just listen to Sad and you should be fine.
Bro.
Just actually follow his advice and, like, you should be safe.
Listen to Sad, so I should play Vegeta in the rain.
Exactly, 10 hours, all of them.
I just sob in bed for 10 hours straight.
Just your parents go, it's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, don't worry about it.
It's okay to stay in the sound of my room.
Oh, no, if I don't.
I'm on the last 10 minutes. Can you come back when it's over?
Yeah, I found the rise of analog horror series kind of interesting, and it feels reminiscent of, like, bringing back that creepypasta style where you could just make your own sort of story.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not saying I don't like it and that sort of stuff. Though there are a couple of, like, series I've seen that aren't as reminiscent of, like, what analog horror is supposed to be made for. Like, I see a couple that are even, like, jump scare heavy, and it's like, that's like the literal thing that it's supposed to be the antithesis of. Analog horror is supposed to give you, like, the world building and then, like, the horror behind that world.
There can be jump scares, but don't make
it can
many.
be jump scares, of course, but yeah, like, it should not be the main focus. Like once
fucking
a video at max, maybe
example.
twice. You have to.
Example: The Walton Files. There is 1 jump scare per video, usually.
Sometimes.
Like Buzu,
And
there's
they've done well.
1 jump scare. In the arcade episode, 1 jump scare. 1 proper jump scare.
The fucky Halloween one, that was, yeah.
1 jump scare.
Yeah. And even then, it's not even like a jump scare thing. You kind of can predict it, but, like, in a good way. You can predict it, and, like, it's still
It's more horrifying than you thought!
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Buzu's is the scariest example. By far.
Yeah. I honestly debate between Buzu and, like, the Mystery House. That's, like, mainly my thing.
Just, man, people are stupid. in that series, they are really stupid.
Man, it's almost as if it's a kind of a thing with horror.
God, sometimes they're too stupid.
True.
Like, who goes and interacts with the clown from hell for more than 1 second?
Just staring at it like, huh, well, let me slap this tape in.
Let me put this tape in here. This seems like a good idea. Oh, where did I go? Oh, I'm in heaven now. Meanwhile, her two friends lived because they weren't dumb.
I
think.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know why everyone in a horror movie just has to have like -3 brain cells. It's like
you can make someone smart and put them in a horror situation and give a plausible reason, like, oh shit, the door has like 15 locks on the other side, or every single window got covered, sort of deal.
I mean, they don't have to be like, fucking cracked. They don't have to be like expert difficulty or anything like that. It's just like, make some good decisions, right? Don't investigate the weird sound of sharpening metal in the basement where there's no light.
Don't sex if you think that there is someone doing something amiss in the area.
Why is that so common, by the way? That is unnervingly common. For it to be like, man, all this potential death and or danger is turning me on.
I am
some
incredibly
fucking reason.
horny.
Yeah, it's like, I have a problem.
Like, until dawn, you have been chased by a bear, pushed into a river by your boyfriend, and you are still turned on. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, look, in the old times, like when the first Halloween in the 80s, the first Halloween movie came out, like, that's fine, okay? It was the 80s. Everyone was horny. It was fine. Now? Still?
Like I just said, in Until Dawn, they had 3 or 4 jump scares, and right before they got to the cabin, they saw a caribou that had its throat slit, and then it was dragged into the forest very quickly.
And they're still like, now we can sex, yeah, right?
Yeah, and they run about 100 feet away to...
It's like, yep.
They run 100 feet away into the cabin, and then they're like, yes, sex.
Yeah, like, okay, if it's just like a thing that happens every now and again, it'd be okay, fine, whatever, weird. It happens so often. Well,
There's
not like
of
every
horny
other thing,
people
but
in horror movies.
Yeah, it's just like, why does this have to happen? Like, we get it, you're gonna die next, but like,
give me a more convincing death.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, if I'm in a situation where, like, one of my friends might be dead, and or, like, I hear strange noises in the wilderness...
I am not going to sex!
I'm to fuck bitches.
We can fuck bitches when we get out of here.
I can fuck bitches in the ER where I'm probably going to be staying for the next 3 months.
No, fuck bitches in the psych ward, what you mean?
Sure, I'm probably gonna end up there instead. Yeah, you know what I've always wanted, honestly? I've always wanted a, like, I wanted a horror movie, but it's, like, mainly from the killer's POV.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that being kind of cool.
Like, okay, it starts off from the others and that, but it steadily and slowly kind of just shifts more and more into the killer's perspective.
Wait, you know how that could work?
So, like, Yeah, no.
You know, it's like Joker 2019. I know, society. Anyway, it's like he starts out as a pretty normal-ish guy, and then by the end he blows out a talk show host's brains out.
Yeah. Like, yeah, so it's like, I don't know, fucking, like, a bunch of college kids go out to the forest or resort
To
or some
sex.
shit, yeah. To sex. Every single one of them, except for one, which is like the nerd, of course.
No. It's always the black one. This isn't racism. This is just movies.
It's always rough to see.
Yeah, it is.
I like one of my partners is black, and I've always like I always wanted to like ask, like, do you ever get like annoyed when it's constantly like the black guy that does first? They say like, yeah, but honestly, it's probably because we're smarter in these situations anyway. Like, you're kind of right, because it's always the like black character in the horror movies that's always like, hey, we shouldn't go into the murder basement, or we should get the fuck out of here, instead of trying to find out who the killer is. Fuck that, I'm calling the cops. And then like,
yeah,
they do that, but unfortunately, since no one wants to join them, they die. And it's like, well, that's rough.
Meanwhile, on behalf of the Mexicans.
I don't think the Mexicans have a stereotype in horror movies.
I don't think there is actually a stereotype in horror movies for Mexicans, other than maybe sometimes them being a side character.
Yeah, like occasionally the comic relief. I don't know. I'm not sure. All this talk about Spain.
All this talking about Spaniards and Mexicans in movies.
Guys, we all know that Spain isn't real. Come on.
It's just a figment of my imagination.
God was trolling when he made Spain.
The Maine in Spain.
Who do you think your favorite character in like a horror, like favorite killer in a horror, like franchise?
My favorite killer in a horror franchise.
Like antagonist, killer, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Favorite antagonist.
Favorite stabby murder guy.
I have to think about that for a second. You say yours.
What's the thing?
God damn it. Okay, I'll go first this time. I just got it.
Alright.
Well, you're lucky. You're real fucking lucky. Alright. So after a lot of thinking, by the way, the jazz died. Hold on. I'm gonna request that you grab that as I go continue on with this.
The jazz is thinking.
The jazz is thinking. The jazz wants to murder us. Anyway, favorite horror antagonist. You'll never believe it, but
Predator.
I can kind of see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Any specific reason? No.
Unless you count the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, but you know.
I think we were going for something of like at least humanoid, you know.
Yeah. I mean, monsters can be the antagonists. Example: A Quiet Place.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. What were they called? Like Death Angels?
I don't know.
That is a dope name for a fucking antagonist, though.
Quite.
For me, that's a bit tricky, actually. I have to say, like, if it's like an entity, not so much a human, then I'd probably have to go with the the Death Angels, whatever the fuck I'm gonna call it, Death Angels. Fuck it, sounds cool. And for
oh my god, I just realized.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna count like specific episodes of TV shows where it's kind of mostly horror themed? You can't.
If it's horror genre, then sure, I guess.
All right. would you consider like some antagonists from Doctor Who to be horror?
Depends on the antagonists themselves.
So there's two antagonists that I'm thinking of. The one from the library, the planetary library, where it was like the little microbes that like eat people even if they're inside these really big spacesuits, right? And then there's the... What was their name? It was the kid with the gas mask. I have to Google it real quick. Excuse me. Season 1 episodes. Season 1. It's from... The Empty Child. That episode.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's...
That...
I can see where you're going from, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, watching that episode and the microbes on the planet, TM, the library planet,
yeah,
were really spooky to me. Because you step into any shadows and you die.
Mm-hmm.
Or, in the case of the Empty Child, you get touched and then you die.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see where you're going from.
Yeah.
Coming from there. That's pretty good.
And it's also it also doesn't help that I watched all of those Doctor Who episodes when I was 8.
Oh yeah, that would do it. Yeah. Anytime you see the child, it's just like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, I watched all the way up until I believe when Peter Capaldi came in as the Doctor. When I was 8, and then I finally came back to Peter Capaldi in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I don't know the actual timeline. You can prove me wrong quite easily, but source, dude, trust me.
I mean, yeah. Ain't got no reason not to. Have you ever played Alan Wake?
I haven't.
It's a good game. I'd suggest playing through. But one of the antagonists, for some reason, that sticks out to me is the Widow. She's just like an old like lady widow person, but like the way she speaks is like, I don't know. I find her really interesting. Which is like sort of manifestation.
Yeah.
Either that or Pyramid Head, purely like because of the, way he was portrayed in the Silent Hill games.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like that bit where he fucking kills Maria was nuts.
Yeah.
Well, at least for child me. I'm sure now me would have been like fine.
Bruh.
For the most part. I wish there was a remaster of Silent Hill that didn't suck.
Yeah. Here's one.
I mean, there's a new one coming out, right?
I don't know.
Might or might not suck.
Here's one for you.
Alright.
This will be a fun throwback in your brain. Are you ready?
Alright, give it to me.
The first Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Back when Markiplier just decided to give it a little love tap and then bang. 7 years ago.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's.
This game was recommended en masse by you guys, and apparently Yami Mash played. I don't know why I remember that fucking.
I don't remember the first episode, but I remember the second episode.
Weird.
Yeah, when I watched that in 2014, early 2015, it's fair to say I shitted my pants. She did my pantaloons.
I didn't find it that scary until Golden Free just fucking showed up out of nowhere.
Okay,
I was
you
like,
have to
who the
understand,
fuck is
at that point, like, I had never experienced proper jump scare horror. I was only watching Doctor Who.
Well, yeah, I've seen a couple, but like, yeah, for some reason that one was the one that got me.
Yeah, but the scariest to me, take a guess. Take a guess who the scariest was for me.
Foxy?
No,
Really? Okay. Who?
it was Chica.
Really? Huh.
Okay, imagine her in your right window. Dead eyes. Her eyes are always dead, and that's what threw me off when I was watching it.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I feel like all their eyes are
Okay,
technically
no,
dead.
no. Like, you can say that all of their eyes are dead, but like, if you look at Bonnie's eyes when he's in the window, and then you look at Chica's eyes when she's in the window.
Okay, yeah, they did, yeah, okay, I kinda get that. Bonnie was like, I feel like the tamest out of a lot.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Scott actually scared himself with Bonnie, apparently.
Huh?
Yeah. He said that Bonnie
Interesting.
was the scariest to him.
That's weird, yeah.
And then second would be Freddy, and then after that is Foxy, and then Bonnie.
Yeah, okay. What about Golden Freddy? Where'd that go on the scale?
Redacted.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess I asked.
It was too scary. Like, when I watched the first episode of Five Nights at Freddy's, one, I have never dealt with an atmosphere like that. Two, I had never seen a game like that. Three, I had never watched a movie or TV show like that. Four, I have never experienced a proper jump scare.
Like that.
Like that. So, watching this in my very fun wardrobe setup, because there was a wardrobe that we converted into a PC setup for me. It was really nice. I had the doors around me, had my blanket on, and it was like 9 o'clock at night. And I was just there. I was slowly curling up more and more as the night passed along, and I saw them move. I was like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's happening? And then I remember the first jump scare that Mark got. I immediately paused the video and ran away.
Damn. I never had anything like that, or like that bad. But, Dying Light. You've played that probably, yeah?
I played Dying Light 1, yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I know what you're about to say. Oh my god.
Yeah, the entrance scene of the fucking volatiles is like, that's, like,
anything to
okay,
do with the
not to
volatiles is horrifying.
Not to say I'd, like, get scared by it still, but, like, at the entrance scene, for some reason, my brain's still hardwired to jump a bit at that, like, first, like, thing where, like, they see you, and it's like, oh god. I don't know.
Whenever there's a volatile, I still feel my heart pump a lot. It's, like, still a little scary, but, you know, not as scary as it was before.
Yeah.
And obviously you'll hear me go, oh shit, come on, man, let's get the fuck out of here!
Fucking sprint. I remember one night I was trying, like, I was thinking to myself, like, I wonder if I could 1v1 a volatile. This is a little like later into the game, so I like pick one out and I think, okay, I'm gonna stealth it. I'm gonna try and like jump on it. I jump, I fall, I get like 60% of my health taken out. I'm like, I should go.
And then you got chased.
Yeah. Now, oh god, sorry.
You're all good.
I did eventually get the dub, mainly because they tripped into the water, and I don't know why, but water is apparently their fucking kryptonite, because they can go into, like, waist deep water, and that's it for them. Like, literally, they just fucking flop down. I'm like, oh, well, Get fucked, idiots, I guess.
You know what my ultimate counter for them was?
What?
Drop kick!
Fair enough, yeah.
I just run up to them, drop kick them off the roof, and keep running.
My thing was always like, grappling hook and then wait for them to climb up and then I fucking drop back down.
Yeah.
Because they can't cancel out their climbing, which is good.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the Night Hunter mode?
No,
That was terrifying. Night Hunter's like, oh, if you get a good player as a Night Hunter, ugh.
That reminds
bad.
me, Liam, did you like my idea for the game that we could install?
Which one?
The one that I sent a couple days ago. This is unrelated to the stream.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like which title?
5?
There are multiple. Oh, maybe. You know.
Unless you wanted to play 4 or 3, but I basically did everything in 4 with Sean.
I'll be honest with you, I barely played Far Cry 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I did everything that you could do co-op with Sean, and then we just stopped.
It's the funniest thing, actually.
This is off topic,
okay, I
so
played.
don't mind us.
Yeah, we did this. I played Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
I found out that you could get a different ending if you waited by the dinner table. Mm-hmm. So I did that. I got that ending, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll play it, the other ending tomorrow. And I never did.
You got one ending, called it good.
I came in, I waited politely, got the ending, and I was like, alright, that's good enough for me, I guess.
I mean, without any other context for the game, that ending is fine.
The best. No, that's the best ending you can get. Honestly, Pagan was better in comparison to the others.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, switching it up a tiny bit. What's one character that isn't from a horror franchise, but whenever you see them, you feel that horror?
Man, picking out specific characters is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Okay, not specifically from a horror franchise. Why is the jazz glitching? What the fuck is up with you, Probot?
It's fine for me.
It was going wacky.
Be careful what you say if they're coming for you.
Not specifically from a horror franchise, but it was just when they showed up.
Personally, I gotta go with like, okay, one for I'll do one for a TV show, one for a game. Breaking Bad, Gus Fring.
Mr. Whitehead, Betty.
Giancarlo played him pretty well, and just the general shift he can do from like, haha, funny manager dude to I will eat your fucking wife or some shit like that. Probably not eat, but you know, not eat, but like, I'm gonna fucking eat your wife, Mr. White. It's like, wait, no.
Okay, I have one from a video game.
Okay.
I get what you mean by that, but that's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping with it.
Double down.
Yeah, no, I meant what I meant.
Oh my god. Okay, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, Bane from the Arkham series. I think that's right.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because I also
fair.
played that as a child, and from what I remember about it, it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because you go from vent to vent, and Bane is like, "I see you in there, little man."
Yeah, I remember that actually. There was like, for me personally, I used to think that like that one Scarecrow scene where he's fucking huge. That used to terrify me as well. That's not my choice, but like that, you just reminded me. Like that was.
I'm not saying that Bane was my choice either. It's just I'm trying to think while also stalling for the viewers. so that they
Fair
don't
enough.
have to deal with a bunch of silence for 30 minutes as we think.
Nah, they're loyal, probably, right, guys? Come on.
Guys, please, I beg. We're funny, right?
Oh, wait. It's again not my choice, but the janitor from Little Nightmares.
But that's.
I don't know why, like.
Horror.
Yeah, I guess that is horror. But like, I mean, I'm just again saying some story time. Just he was. I don't know why. I like the chefs. I could deal with easily. The guests were, fucking funny. And the like geisha, that was chill, I guess. For some reason, the janitor was terrifying for me.
Liam.
I played when it just came out. When I did, it was like,
Would you say that Left 4 Dead is horror?
I wouldn't say horror specifically, no.
Okay, The Hunter.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna say like The Witch.
The Witch? I know how to deal with The Witch now.
I mean, fair enough.
You
whenever
either
I hear that,
Molotov
I'm
and
always
then shoot them.
hard-coded.
You Molotov and shoot them, or you get that perfect slice with an axe or a katana, and then you win.
Sure. Or a chainsaw, I've heard. That's pretty good.
I've never done chainsaw, because I don't use chainsaw.
Whack.
But, the Hunter sounds, and the Scream, TM, the Scream.
Yeah.
And you also know the Tank, TM.
Personally, I've had worse experiences with charges than hunters, because every time, like, sometimes I just get really bad RNG with, like, charges specifically. Knocked back, pinned, whatever the hell.
I don't call chargers scary. That's the thing. Like, it's just kind of bad luck with chargers.
Yeah, the hunter just kind of gives you that, I'm not living to see the sun.
You hear the sound. You hear the sound of the piano going down, 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 and you're like, where the fuck is?
Where's that boy?
And I can swat them out of the air, but I'm always scared of that moment that I miss the swat.
Yeah.
Because when I miss the swat, that's when I've lost when I'm by myself, or I die when I'm with friends.
Well, die, quote unquote. Like that, you just get pinned down for like 3 seconds before we.
No. I mean, like
12 gauge.
I'm talking about like situations where it's like too high stress, or you're by yourself, or you're split up.
Yeah, sure. One for me, I think this might be my like video game one, and it's so weird, and you probably know it. Enderman from Minecraft.
Oh yeah, those guys are
As
scary.
a kid, ever since I was a kid, my brain was hard coded to avoid that fucker's gaze, because like, I don't know, okay, it's not so much the guy themselves, it's the sounds they make.
Sounds.
They
And
are
you know what's funny?
electronic, and it's like, it unleashes some primal desire, like, just go somewhere, anywhere else.
That's what partially influenced me to make shorter roofs. Anyway, in the same vein-ish, I had my point. It's gone now. Look at you. You made me lose my idea.
Damn. Shoot, my bad.
Oh my god, cave noises, Minecraft. When you're a kid, those are the worst.
I remember hearing a rumor once that it was Herobrine. It means Herobrine was active in your world.
I heard
and
that
I believed it because I was an idiot.
You know what I did? You want to know what I did?
What?
By the time 6th grade rolled around, I said I was Herobrine to a whole bunch of my friends, and then they believed me.
Oh my god, really?
Yes.
Man, I wish I did that. I don't know
because
how
I had a
work.
cracked client that let me have whatever name I wanted.
Ah.
So I would call myself Herobrine, join their games, and then it's like, hey there, it's your boy, Dino, get haunted. Woo-woo!
I don't even know what Herobrine was supposed to do. I just remember he would stand there and that would be it. That was the scary part. And it's like, oh, okay.
I like what the most recent Minecraft ARG has been doing, or like a Minecraft ARG that I've seen.
There's a Minecraft ARG still, damn.
No, there's like a genuine Minecraft ARG. It's like being made. It's been made recently, but like it obviously involves Herobrine, right? And this is back in the beta or alpha days of Minecraft.
Okay, interesting.
Also, I just realized I missed the update logs where there was always the minus sign of removed Herobrine.
Yeah. I wonder, like, when that started and, like, when they decided just to keep it going. Like, did they know it was going to become a creepypasta sort of thing? Or do they think they were just, like, trying to be funny? And then it's like, oh, well, okay, I guess we'll just work with this.
Hold on. Let me see this. Yeah,
I think a lot of...
I just Googled it, and I see so many devlogs where it says removed Herobrine.
They still do it? I don't think so.
No, I'm talking about the old one. Like, you know the old Minecraft launcher? The old
Yeah, I remember.
I missed that launcher, actually.
Same here, honestly. I don't like this new stuff where you gotta merge, and you gotta do this, gotta do that. And there's, hey, look, Minecraft Legends, Minecraft Dungeons. I don't care.
But yeah, I joined Minecraft when 1.6 came out. So I saw the changelog for 1.6, and I see removed Herobrine. I'm like, you're telling me I was playing with Minecraft's legend Herobrine?
I was there since 1.3.
I've been here
like
since 1.5, 1.2.
And cool, yeah. But yeah, they always had the removed Herobrine thing, and I didn't know who Herobrine was for a while.
Yeah.
I was always like, okay, cool. I remember I used to think Herobrine was an ore. Because I don't know, for me it sounded ore-esque.
Yeah. I had fun times when I thought that Herobrine was real. Because I remember I went into a Minecraft world and I said, fuck it, I'm going to hunt down Herobrine myself. So I spent 3
We're going on
hours.
an adventure.
I spent 3 hours braving through the Minecraft cave sounds, and I had a full set of iron armor. I know, unbeatable. And I just ran around violently in chat, typing as fast as I could at 1 word per minute. Come out, Herobrine, you coward! Face me! Now imagine that with a squeaker voice. Come out, coward! Face me, rat!
It reminds me of that one kid where it's like 1v1 me, pussy. Pussy. Just like actually put his entire fucking like voice box.
Oh my god, you made me forget another thing I was gonna say. You're really good at that.
What was it? But I think a lot of Minecraft's horror mainly revolves around like sound and speculation as well. Because I think like soundtrack, yeah, a good soundtrack makes a fucking horror thing pop, or at least something creepy like pop.
Yeah.
Like even things that are very much not scary, and even things where I'm in control, it makes me feel like for example, Cyberpunk 2077. You know the Voodoo Boys?
Liam, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. No.
Fuck. Okay.
I have not played as much Cyberpunk as you think I have.
Okay, well, there's this gang called the Voodoo Boys, and they're cool. They got like the Haitian Loa sort of stuff. The vibe going with them. They're a gang, you can fuck with them. But their theme, their stealth theme specifically, is like it's a little haunting. I'll have to show you.
Oh wait, no, I think you showed me actually.
Yeah, like for some reason that's the track always like just like whenever I hear it come on, I'm thinking, oh my god. Like I get a little bit of chill because just I don't know, just the way they did it. It's really good.
Here's a quick side note, by the way. Did you see that red mod is a thing now for Cyberpunk?
Red mod?
They made their own mod maker.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. I didn't even know there were like that many Cyberpunk mods, to be fair.
There are a lot of Cyberpunk mods, actually.
Yeah.
In any case, we're getting off track again. We're really good at that.
Yeah, I've been talking too long. I'll leave you. I'll let you go next. My
bad. Here's one for you. Alright.
Alright.
Zombie titles. What is the scariest zombie title that you can think of?
Okay, Dying Light's pretty good, but only at night. If it's a day, you're chilling. You're absolutely fine.
You are being chilling if it is the middle of the day.
But if it's like just turned night, it's like, oh. But scariest title.
The scariest zombie title.
Yeah, zombie title. My bad. Shit. Fuck. Back in the day, it was Black Ops Zombies.
Actually, though, you ain't wrong. Because when we were kids, we were both
that
horrified.
That shit was terrified. The side, like the sounds they make is like. Ugh.
As a kid who played a lot of COD campaigns, I know a kid playing campaigns. Who would have thought? I played the COD campaigns religiously, and then whenever I get to zombies, I immediately. Since I learned how to Alt F4, I Alt F4'd. I was like, nope, I'm not going in there. It's too scary for me.
I'm still trying to think. Fuck. Do you got one or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was just looking at it in my Steam library, actually.
I probably have some, like, PS4 game that have, like, locked deep within my memory, and I just, like, needed root through it to find it.
Liam, dig your brain, start digging.
Okay, hold on.
I know the answer. Plants vs. Zombies. Scariest shit of my life.
When the disco zombie came in, oh my god.
Oh, I never ever played Plants vs. Zombies, by the way. Anyway,
Oh, did you ever, like, first time you played the, like, Walking Dead, like, Telltale variant of The Walking Dead?
I was about to point that out, yes. We're back. Liam died.
Sorry about that. Don't know what happened.
So, The Walking Dead, I was about to point that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Walking Dead was pretty scary. Because, like, even though it was a Telltale title and it was pretty, linear, it was still pretty scary.
Yeah. Question. Would you count Dead Space as a zombie title? Because, like, they are mindless, killing/feeding machines. If not, I could probably...
I would say... No, I'd say that's more aliens.
Yeah, I suppose so. They are kind of alien in nature. Because if so, I was going to be like that straight up, but,
Also, to give some variety to our podcast, Liam. God.
Yeah, my bad. Can you tell I like Dead Space?
Can you tell that Did I have any trends during this episode?
Can you tell that he didn't play many horror games? I guess.
Can you tell that I barely do anything horror-wise?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go check my library and see if there's any.
Actually, it's not a like horror or zombie title. Half-Life 2. They had some like the zombies in there, the way they like set it up.
Oh yeah, the Half-Life 2 zombies are pretty good.
As well as that, like back when like we played Back for Blood, that was kind of terrifying.
I mean, yeah, like, just because it was new to us, though.
Then again, I think we started off Nightmare, didn't we? Like, you know,
we did not start on Nightmare.
I don't know. But I remember like some of the shit that we had to do was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. I get that. We played the beta together, that's what we did. I still have the beta footage on my computer, actually. Because me and Kayla played the beta together.
Yeah, I want to get like the full game, but sometime soonish. Also, why is like when did zombies start to go from like a, you know, horror topic to just like I can kill people without any problems?
2000s. Am I wrong? Your silence is telling. Oh, I think he's broken again. God damn it. We're back. Liam's fuse blew.
Yeah, I think that was the reason why all this fuck shit happened. Anyway, I forgot what we were, so I'm just gonna keep going.
I had a place to go.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know if we finished our topic, but I have a place to go.
Interesting.
Yes.
Like, actually a place, or like a topic?
A topic to go to.
Right, okay.
Are you done with yours, or are we free to go?
I don't have it. You can go. Oh, I can say mine. Sorry.
Alright, I don't know if I'm skipping you on accident or something. They'll remember, we won't, because for us it's been like 10 minutes, but for you guys it's been like 5 seconds.
Yeah. If anything, I think I'm interrupting you anyway, so good.
So, continuing on in the sort of like game realm, I want to go over games that we are really into that have horror elements and we just want to gush about them a little bit, you know? Like certain mechanics or entities that cause us great fear. So I'll go first because I have one already in my head. So the game is called Generation Zero. It's very fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh yeah. I heard you talk about this a little. You showed me like way back when, but keep going.
They've updated it a lot. So basically, Generation Zero is a game where you are a Swedish man or woman in the mid-'80s, and there are a whole bunch of robots that took over Sweden, right? And the military has fallen, and it's just like, whoever's alive is alive, you know? There's no order left. And I just realized that the music is too loud. Whoops, sorry guys, that guitar is real loud.
It's quiet for me.
No, I've you know how I adjusted the bot volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Anyway, Generation Zero, people would argue that it's more of an action game than a horror game, but I beg to differ, especially when you get into the bunker type areas, because with these bunkers, there's a few different things that are in them, but there's one thing that's consistent. They're all dark, really dark, and all you can hear are the robotic noises of, the robots. And the most prevalent in there are the spider robots, as I call them, and the dogs. The spiders are hard to hit, and they are very loud, and they sound like facehuggers.
Oh god. Are they facehuggers? Like, do they act like facehuggers?
They kind of act like facehuggers. Except instead of clasping onto you, fuck, I can English, they just bite you. But they do jump at you.
I see.
While the dogs, they have guns or they use shockwaves in order to kill you, right? But
interesting.
Like, you'll either hear a robotic spidery noise, or with the dogs, you'll hear clunk, 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 clunk. In the distance.
Concerning, yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't just go for inside. Inside is way more echoey, though. And it's a little bit scary when it's dark. And when they have guns, you hear da 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 out of nowhere. So you're just walking around in the darkness or outside even, and you're having a good day, and then all of a sudden you see your spotting meter go to the maximum, like, stealth mechanics. You get spotted, and you don't know exactly where they are, but you know that they're in this direction and they're going to shoot you. And that's not even mentioning, like, the bigger robots that you come across later. Because, like, later on, you come across some big boys, and those are horrifying, especially the ones that are bipedal and can run with rocket launchers.
What?
It gets very scary later on.
It ramps up a bit there.
You're dealing with titans outside. You're dealing with small boys as well, but it's like the titans that are scary. Because the way that me and my family did it when we played, excluding my sister, was I had a very cool, I think it was the rarest level rocket launcher. It had 6 stars. It could fire 2 rockets at once, right? So I'd perch up, I'd have my mom and dad distract it so that I could turn around, and then I shoot its weak point, or what we thought its weak point. It's very hard to figure out what its weak point is, especially when you're being shot by a 50 caliber machine gun constantly.
Just a little painful there.
But yeah, the early versions just have a 50 caliber machine gun. Later on, they get rocket launchers and flamethrowers and different ways of detecting you. So, like, in the stealth aspect, if you want to avoid the titans, you've got to use, like, flares for IR, infrared, if you don't know what that is. Or for sound, you use fireworks. And sometimes it just straight up doesn't work either, so it's like, it's not a foolproof plan if you throw a flare.
So even then it's like, that's this rough.
Yeah. It's just, please work. But,
is it like there an actual success rate, or do they just like not work at all?
From my experience, it's about a 50-50% chance of working. The first 50% is, and then you throw the flare, the robots run after the flare. The other 50% of the time, they immediately see you.
So, to me, it just feels like there's no point there.
I mean, if you're in a sticky situation, like, here's one. I was stuck in a barn. There was a Titan outside, a couple of Lancers, or as I like to call them, plunging attack.
Best attack in the game.
A few dogs, and there's a spider inside. And I couldn't kill the spider until, I got everyone else out of the way, because even a silenced weapon will still make some goddamn noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I open the door that doesn't have anything, I get a firework, throw it, turn around, shoot the spider as they go after the firework.
Nice.
It was scary,
Stealthy.
but I survived, and I didn't have to fight the rabbits.
Okay.
Like here,
I think I got one.
I'm gonna go quickly get
But,
an image of the
yeah.
big robots while you talk about this.
Okay. I recently got to playing a game called Plague Tale Innocence. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Just before I keep going. Okay. I want to say it's indie, but it's actually quite high budget. It's just, suffers from that thing where I guess it just kind of gets left in the dust.
Yeah.
But basically, it revolves around a French girl and their son. Well, not sons. Sorry, not son. Little brother, Hugo.
Hugo.
I know, crazy.
Impossible.
Yeah. So yeah, the girl and the brother are like they're only armed with like a sling. Well, the girl is. The boy is like, I think 6 or 7 or something. So like, they can't do shit. But basically, what happens is a whole fucking religious like crusade sieges their like town and like private community.
Yeah.
Since they're nobles, they're well known, and they're looking for the kid for some reason. Don't want to mention why, but
Spoilers.
they are looking. Yeah, they are looking for the kid. They want the child.
Son.
Yeah. They want that fucking kid. That's all it is to it. I guess.
Yeah.
So, with that, you gotta, like, escape. You gotta fucking run. But the thing is, you are pretty much, like, you are not powerless. You are one step above powerless.
Right.
So, at, like, second level, at the second, like, stage in the game, you can, you can use, you can finally use your sling to actually kill people. Usually we're only able to use it to, like, distract or anything like that.
Yeah.
And this only works for people without a helmet. This is, like, very situational stuff. Like, you get the chance to take down a couple people. So you got, like, fucking, like, there was the one peasant dude that was trying to grab your brother, so you whack him in the face.
Brother, come back to me.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's not that much, right?
Yeah.
And what makes this interesting is, like, you gotta outsmart a lot of people to try and, like, get the better, like, the high ground. And there's also a couple, like, interesting moral things you can do. But,
morality in my video game? What do you mean? I just kill hostages.
But it's strangely terrifying to have to go through to go through, for example, a battlefield littered with corpses, while, like, looters are scavenging the place for stuff, and you have to avoid them, because if they find you, you cannot do shit, because they got helmets. But, like, what makes this even more scary are the rats.
There's a
Now,
rat in my burger.
there are many rats. Okay, so I want to talk about, because, like, I love the way that they introduced the rats. So, minor spoilers, just real quick, guys. Minor spoilers.
Just skip
I'm not
ahead
sure
like
you
20
mind.
seconds. Press L twice.
I'd say like 4 times.
Okay, 40. The 40 seconds.
Yeah. So, okay. Second level, you go to a, like, church, an old church that is apparently fucked over. And you meet this monk, I forget his name, but there's this monk. Who's all like, get the fuck out of here, no, you shouldn't be here, it's dangerous, fuck off. But you're the main character, so you don't listen, because of course you fucking would.
Who listens?
The main character,
am I right?
fuck off. So, after that, after that, they're like, fine, fucking whatever, you are the main character. So I'll take you to I will take you to the catacombs, which is where you need to go to escape this town. After that, you're on your own. And he's all like, and he expresses very sincerely, make sure you stay in the light. And you think initially it's like, oh yeah, he's gonna think like we're gonna steal something because we do look like urchins, pretty dirty looking and stuff. So you do that because of course you do.
Yeah. And
he kind of explains like, okay, by the way, I think this is more than 40 seconds. Sorry. Me and brother.
If you're here at the 40-second mark, press ahead a few more times.
Just keep going until I shut up, okay?
Keep going until he stops talking.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, like, he explains, like, me and brother fucking, but Tiberius, yeah, let's go with that. Brother Tiberius is Warhammer 40k, is all that's left of the monastery. All the others, died or gone missing. And you think, like, oh, damn, they must have gotten sick or some shit like that. Rough, sorry. Hell. But you eventually go to this massive, like, a mausoleum type area where it's like a huge fucking, like, like, empty room and stuff. Lit only by a hallway by some candles. And I'm like, okay, and you're like, okay, that's kind of weird, creepy, but cool, I guess. And the guy hands the torch to you, is like, hold on, I'm gonna check on brother Tiberius, and he walks up, because he's got scoliosis that takes about a fucking age. And he's all like, hey, brother Tiberius Lamau, get the fuck out, what are you doing? And, like, it swooshes, there's a swoosh of wind. There's a swoosh of wind and all of the candles, except for your torch, go out. Which is like, on its own, is like, oh, something fucky is about to go down. Because there's been no mention of, like, paranormal shit until that moment. I thought, like, uh-oh, that's not good.
Oh.
And you see a little pair of red eyes. You see a little pair of red eyes in, like, the very dark hallway. And then you see about, like, 100 other pairs.
Oh.
As you just hear, like, you hear the sound of scurrying, just fucking in it, and, like, the guy's trying to run, but he's got scoliosis. Rough day to have scoliosis. He can't exactly run. He's trying to call out to you, like, get the light back to him, but you're just frozen in fear because you're the main character, and that's, what has to happen. And so he just gets eaten fucking alive by rats over the course of, like, I think 6 seconds max. And basically, they're rushing towards you, and you think, I'm gonna fucking die here, aren't I? But that's when they start backing up, and then going back, and then backing up. The light is the thing that keeps them away and repels them. And you only find this out because you're not dead yet, and when you move, they're going away. And, like, the way it's introduced is so interesting, because the rats aren't so much a threat as they more are an environmental obstacle, because you cannot fight them.
Yeah.
You cannot fight all those rats. You can only hope to swath your way past them. And it's genius, honestly. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And some of the ways that you have to, like, solve the puzzles, quote-unquote, of, like, how the hell did you pass to not get eaten by rats, it's really interesting.
So, I think that's all we need to say. So, let's just, like, talk. I'm going to just talk for 10 seconds so that people know that this is the spot where it's safe. Hey, guys, it's your boy, Dino. If you're here at this point in the podcast and you skipped here, this is the safe spot. There are no more spoilers. You're welcome. I can't believe Liam would do this.
Yeah, no, I'm cringe. I really am.
Yes. So, Liam, to end off this horror-based podcast, we can do more in the future, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's do one real-life horror story from the both of us. Something in the real world.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
I have one.
Okay.
Alright. So, I want you to imagine... Do you have Boy Scouts over there? I don't know if you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to do it. Well, it's just Scouts where we are. You don't really get separated from boy and girl. It's
No. I wasn't talking about Boy and Girl Scouts, but yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
There's
we got 'em,
actually
we got 'em.
4 different divisions of Scouts. Actually, wait, no, there's only 3.
Really?
There's Girl Scouts, there's Boy Scouts, and then there's Eagle Scouts.
Okay, interesting.
Or Man Scouts, as they say.
Manly man Scouts.
I am the Scouty. Anyway. Back in my Scout days, we went on a camping trip, right? Because, you know, you're Boy Scouts, you go camping.
Yep.
And I remember, this was in the middle of summer, right? Middle of summer in Colorado. It's very, very pleasant. It's not too hot, mostly, and it's not too cold. And this was around the time of like 1st or 2nd grade for me, right? So
Okay.
I'm out in the wilderness with like 20 other boys, right? And our parents. Because obviously our parents have to be there. But I remember me and like 3 other boys walked out away from the rest of the group, right? And we went to this big old open spot that we were like, wow, this is cool. This is really cool. And it was like starting to get dark. Spoiler alert, it doesn't get dark during most of this story. But we peeked down over this hill, right? And then the boys follow me and we're like, wow, look at this big open spot. We can do so much cool stuff here. We're scouts. We can like make a house. We could build a house here.
Yeah, of course. We can do that right now.
We're dumb kids. We don't know what we're talking about, obviously.
Fair enough.
In any case, we're all happy and stuff, and then we look into the forest and we see a black mass weaving through the trees, not towards us, in the trees, and we're like, "What's that, guys? Oh no, guys! Do you see what that is?" And one of the kids is like, "No, don't worry, I got this." He pulls out a knife.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Don't worry, guys. If that thing gets close, I got it. He has a Swiss Army knife that his mom gave him.
That'll do it.
Yeah, the Swiss Army will deal with whatever this thing is.
Yeah. Skinwalker's not on my watch.
Anyway, we just sit there for a bit. And we watch it go through the trees, because we don't know if we move, or if we stay still, or if we die. But I remember hearing our parents call for us, and we're like, we should probably go. So I start walking away, and then the other kid starts walking away. Swiss Army knife guy and the other kid are still there.
Okay.
And then we get up to the top and we're like, come on, you two, it's not safe out here. And then, obviously much more childlike and less screechy teenager.
How old were you?
1st or 2nd grade.
Okay.
So I was quite young.
Not screechy.
Not screechy teenager, I mean more like a screechy child.
Yeah.
And then they're like, fine. So we walk away thinking, yeah, they'll make it up without us looking at them. We walk away. We hear them scream when we walk away. We look back,
no.
we see them running. We don't know what happened. We never figured out what happened back there. But I'm assuming that they got scared of the mass TM.
Whatever the hell was out there. Oh god, that is...
And then they ran back to us, and he was like, I have my knife, I'm sleeping with my knife tonight.
I wonder what they found.
I don't know, but I'm glad I wasn't down there. But later on that day, there was apparently a bear warning from one of the park rangers. I don't know if that's associated, but I'm assuming it is.
I mean, assuming so, yeah. Oh god.
So yeah, we went to sleep. We went to sleep that night, and then when I wake up, since I'm such a heavy sleeper, I apparently slept through what was essentially hell. Not actual hell, but there was a moment with a bear. I was not awake for this moment.
Like, god.
No, the bear didn't enter my tent. It entered some other kid's tent.
That kid. That kid is still like, that kid's gonna scream at Yogi Bear.
But yeah, apparently bear came in, started eating their food. The mom woke up, was like, "Oh my god!"
Which, I mean, fair. How else do you react?
Tried to get the bear spray, and then there was just a whole bear incident. No one was hurt, surprisingly. But the tent was like torn down, and they were allowed to sleep in the cabin.
Yeah.
But
imagine being the kid waking up and you just see a whole bear like, hey you guys got snacks.
And then I wake up, and then I get told about what happened, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Can I go fishing now?
Damn, sucks for them, but anyway, how about them fish, you know?
Yeah, I really wanted to go fishing, so I completely ignored the fact that a kid almost died.
No, like, what if a kid actually died and you were like, damn, that sucks, but like, you know, does that mean fishing canceled though? Like for
I'm pretty sure I would have been an asshole kid enough to do that. Because you have to understand, at that age, your priorities are first usually.
Yeah. Look, Timmy, sucks that you almost died or some shit, but like, you know.
I want to catch a big ass trout, and I'm not letting your dead mom stop that.
Cry all you want. I'll catch a fish for you.
I'll use your tears to bait them in.
Damn, this redneck manga god.
All right, so that is the story of the Black Mass and the bear. It was a grizzly bear, by the way. That was fun.
Damn. All right. I think I got a couple. One that like doesn't affect me, and one that like kind of does. That was recent. I think I told you about this one.
Yeah.
I'll do the old one first. So, back in 6th grade, there was this like old abandoned building. It was titled the F Block building because everything was categorized by letters for some reason. I don't know why.
Who knows why?
That was just how.
Would you like some spooky music, by the way?
It's good, yeah. It's perfect storytelling music.
No, I was asking if you wanted spooky music.
Oh. If you can find something non-copyright, I guess.
Don't worry, I got this. Quickly, stall by not talking about your story.
Okay, so basically... I'll talk about something else. How about, okay, so... I can't remember if I've told this story already, but like, the spiciest thing I ever ate was back at like year 8 food, like food class.
All right, I got it.
And these. Should I keep going or?
Yeah, you keep going. Just keep going while I get this in.
Just blue balling right there and there.
just finish the story quick.
All right. Yeah, these girls came in with like a something that looked like sweet and sour sauce, a lot like sweet and sour sauce, and they were like feeding it to other boys, and they were like, "Oh yeah, spicy," and I thought, because I was year 8, I was a dumbass. I thought, nah, that's pussy shit. So I take a bit. I take like I think a fucking spoonful or something like that. Well, it's like with my fingers, but still. And they were, I asked as I put it in my mouth. So I was like, "Is this like a sweet and sour sauce kind of thing?" And immediately I am embraced with pain, and they like just look down at me like, "No, it's not."
Oh no!
And like for the next 30 minutes is nothing but pain. But I was a prideful boy, so I acted like it didn't do anything to me, and I was suffering anyway.
Yeah, you can't let your pride cuck you over. All right, time for spooky music. It's not copyright.
Oh hell yeah!
It's more ambience, but who fucking cares?
Hey, whatever works. Okay, so where was I? F block building. That's it, yeah. This old F block building was like fairly decayed. It was, pretty decrepit. Not to say it was like standard haunted house stuff. Well, I guess sort of. But like standard old stuff, decommissioned, and all that sort of stuff. Come to think of it, there might have been rats, but I don't know.
There's a rat in my nuclear facility.
There's a rat in my school. It gave the kids bubonic plague. Anyway, so what ended up happening was, I got bored one day, and I was in art class, I think, and like I already did the work, so I decided to talk to one of my friends, my old friend from primary, and somehow we get to talking about the F block building.
Yeah.
And one thing leads to another, and we both managed to convince each other that this building is haunted. Because of course we did. It's abandoned. It was only a matter of time before someone did this. So,
yeah.
We made up the story. I did a bit of the leeway, but it was basically a story that a teacher was accidentally locked in on Friday in the F block building. I think they were we said they were like some science teacher, even though we don't really teach science, but
science.
Nerd. Yeah. And it was like one of those long weekends where Monday was off because of curriculum day.
Yeah.
So when they come back and open up the F block building again, the teacher's dead.
What?
And yeah, and we said that okay, yeah, their spirit still haunts the place because they're angry about what happened.
Bro, it's an Onryo. Holy shit.
Yeah. So we accidentally made an Onryo.
What? I can't believe that you made an Onryo. We just made a drunk, angry guy.
Hey, whatever works. So anyway, everyone believed it because it was somewhat coherent. Well, it's everyone in 6th grade. I don't know about the grades below. We didn't care about those guys.
Those guys were nerds. We're too cool for them.
Yeah, no, never mind the fact that I was once them.
Shut up.
So, anyway, talk of the school is how the hell you get in. What do you do? What do you do to get in there? How do you find out the secrets? And it was up to us four. Me, one of my friends in Brooklyn, this fucking brute man called Sam. It was actually a really nice guy. He was a really nice dude. Who he wasn't that smart, but he was a great guy. Got him. Sam, if you're out there, what's up?
He's probably not watching the Disappointing podcast. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Hey, if you're out there though, just like comment hey, look, it's Liam from X grade.
Yeah, if you even remember that. I doubt you do. And then there was another guy called Jack. He was chill. We didn't really talk much. He was cool, I guess. So basically, it was up to us. We were like the Scooby Doo team with a mystery, like mystery squad, trying to like find. Yeah, we didn't have the van, unfortunately, but it was up to us to solve that mystery, find out what was locked behind it. Even though I kind of knew deep down this was like just something I made up. But like I was hooked in because I was like, yeah, sure, I guess it was something to do. And basically, like we try a couple times, we get busted a couple times, but usually it's just getting told off. No biggie, yeah. But we keep trying to find ways to get in.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, I don't know about this. We shouldn't do that. And they're always like, oh, shut the fuck up.
You're always the voice of reason, and then they tell you to shut up.
Yeah, it's like one of those things, yeah. They thought I was scared or something, but it's really just like, oh, it's actually in there, and I don't really like the idea of going in.
I mean, who wouldn't?
I was a little bit germaphobe back then. Who would go in?
There we go. God.
Apparently all of 6th grade. But yeah, eventually, we try to find a bunch of different ways in. Eventually, we find out that we can't exactly do this without, well, breaking the glass. So we leave because obviously, what the fuck are we gonna do? And the weekend happens, and I forget about it.
Hold on. Question. Did none of you know how to lockpick?
I did. I just never mentioned it to anyone. Because I was like, I ain't doing that, bro. Like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do too.
I only know a little bit. Like I know how to get like a little tiny bit in, but like it's not.
I can get halfway there, and then I start fucking up.
Yeah, I just brute force it. It's like if I keep mashing this together, do the thing. But yeah, anyway, weekend happens, and Monday I'm walking into school, forgetting about the whole situation. Fool am I, because that day I see the entirety of 6th grade just like watching looking at the F block building, and I'm just like, oh no, what's going on? What's happening over there? Turns out everyone's like there, just kind of like looking around like woo, woo, but they don't like crossing the threshold because like A out of bounds, B I think they're scared. And there was this guy, right? There was this those relief teachers, the ones fresh out of university who were just
like the assistant teachers.
Yeah, the guys who you kind of feel sorry for.
The ones that you feel sorry for, that they have to deal with a whole bunch of dumbass kids.
Yeah, again, they signed up for it.
Yeah, they did.
That guy didn't know the lay of the land, so he didn't know that was out of bounds.
Yeah.
So I think he was like one of his like first or second day. So he checks his watch and he says, "You guys can go in. It's 5 minutes to class time." And that was like the kicker. So as that guy is walking away, this sea of children, now fueled by this one teacher's words, just fucking move in.
They move in. They got the wrong interpretation of that sentence.
Yeah, and there were no other teachers in that area, so it was just like, well, free reign, I guess. So like they're checking things. They like going into the girls' bathroom because that was the only open door. I think one of my friends actually kicked open the fucking door to the disabled bathroom just to find evidence.
He was a shitty ghost hunter. Where's the ghost?
Shitty. What do you mean shitty? That would have done it for me. I'd watch it.
You have to understand, property damage gets you fired.
Yeah, I guess. Like, he was going at it with all his fucking might, too. So he was desperately trying to get in there. I'm just sitting there like, what do I do?
What do I do in this particular situation?
And then I hear glass break.
Uh-oh.
As one of my friends comes out. And he's broken the fucking door. Like, the window. It's like a window door. So he broke one of the fucking squares and unlocked the door. Like, he's fine. I'm just like, great, there really isn't any getting out of it.
Oh, there's no escaping this fate.
There was, okay, no one else went in, mainly because we kept that door secret. Mm-hmm. It was like a little side entrance.
Yeah.
So it was just me and the other three, like, going in, because I was like, well, I can't back out, otherwise I'm gonna be like a bubble-blown baby. Baby man.
Bubble-blown bitch.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Which I probably could have been that guy. I can't think of it. Anyway, so we go up to the first floor and we like investigate and stuff. And you know how kids are always like, "Oh my god, this is evidence. This is evidence. This means ghosts real and stuff." Yeah. Basically, so there were like 4 classrooms we checked. There were the 4 of them that were open. I had to physically restrain. Well, not physically restrain. I may as well have had to physically restrain one of my friends from bashing down more doors. So it's like, I think we could actually get charged for this.
Dude, it's literally too hard.
I just stopped too hard from breaking down doors.
You stopped too hard from busting down 5 doors. Good job.
Well, to be fair, the other door was like leading into some fucking faculty lounge. So.
Oh no, that would not have been good to break into.
Again, it's condemned, but it still wouldn't have been good. Anyway, so first classroom has like, I'm like looking back on it, I'm pretty sure it was Indonesian, like the language on it.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what it meant, so we thought it was some kind of Elder Rune speak or some shit. None of us knew what Indonesian was, so we were just like, whoa, look at these ancient languages. I think it's Indonesian. I don't know what it was. It wasn't like European. It had to be like, like that's the only thing I could think.
It's like Arabic or some shit.
I don't know what it was. Like,
if it had a giant line through the bottom, then it's Arabic.
It wasn't. No, it was not Arabic. We would not have been taught Arabic. We had 3 languages. It was either French, Chinese, and Indonesian. And it wasn't French. I know that much. I could tell even then I could tell what French was. And I doubt it would have been Chinese because, like, also symbols, you know. So I just did process of elimination. Yeah. So we thought that was like, whoa, look at this ritual speak. God, I'm so stupid. Anyway, second fucking room admittedly was a little weird. So you know how like at the end of the year you stack chairs and tables up? Like, they probably did that, but they did it in a huge pyramid-style pile, where there was chairs on the tables and stuff.
Yeah.
And it almost reached the ceiling, and, like, I thought, like, okay, yeah, that's actually kind of weird. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Was I right? Was I right?
What?
By now we're, like, getting kind of, like, you know, freaked out and stuff. But anyway, we check the third room. There wasn't actually that much. It's just like, you know, backed up. But for some reason, something smelled like shit in there. Like, something smelled real bad in there. I don't know what it was. I think it was like, if I were to guess, it's like mold with more culture than a small country. Like that was just like congealing and developing over like a couple of years, because this was like very old building. But like, yeah, we were like, oh god, I hope there's no bodies in here, even though it was clearly empty.
Yep.
And
They're hidden in the floorboards, Liam. You didn't look hard enough.
Ah, yeah, shit. Even though it was carpeted.
Shut up. There's
Pretty
wood
sure
under the carpet.
Yeah, it was real hidden. The guy, before he died, he actually buried himself. Very polite man.
Very polite.
Anyway. And then there was this, like, other room that was the last room. It was, okay, this one was, like, kind of the creepiest one. But I think, like, thinking back on it, I'm pretty sure it was, like, a scouts lesson.
Yeah.
Because basically there was a lot of rope. And dude, one of my friends like stands up with the utmost, like, the grim realization on his face, says with so much sincerity, it's like, he hung himself.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was our reaction. We're like, whoa, jeez, oh my god, there's no other way.
I can't believe it.
I can't. This is the only logical explanation.
There is rope, therefore he hung himself. Oh my god!
I can't believe this is the only solution we can come up with.
He totally didn't crack his skull or get murdered.
Or just not exist at all.
Hey, shut up. It's totally
No, in my initial thought, I always thought he just dehydrated, because I, had a science book and I realized, oh, the humans can only last 3 days without water. Mm-hmm. So, just making shit up as I went along, and I came up with that. But I was believing, like, oh my god, there totally was a teacher, and they totally did hang themselves. It can't be any other explanation ever. Am I right?
Am I right, gamers?
So we leave because, like, it was getting to class time and I didn't actually want to get caught for this shit.
Yeah.
And we never touched it again. I think we were just too scared of it. It was... Yeah, it was great.
Well, Liam, we have plenty more stories, I'm sure, but for now, we must leave the podcast here.
Yeah, sounds good.
We have been going for about 2 hours now.
That's a real podcast, eh?
Yeah, that's a real podcast. I think an hour and a half is fine for a podcast, though. Don't at me.
Yeah, I'm more respect from podcasts.
You just do whatever you feel like, man. This is the Disappointing podcast. We can make this as long as we want, as short as we want. We can end the episode right here. Now, how do we end this? Do I just, like...
You know what you should do? You should just cut it off, like, as I'm speaking.